By the age of between 3 and 6 months, the child should be able to turn if there is any sound around them. If they are not turning at all in response to any sound, one must get aware that there may be a hearing problem. Because by the age of 9 months to 12 months, they will even start coming up with some babbling and a few words, etc., and responding to their name being called. But if that is not happening, then we must check the child for a hearing loss. And if we look at adults, quite often we find that we feel that they are inattentive, they are not hearing something, or they ask people to repeat whatever has been said, or we find that they are asking that the TV volume needs to be increased, or if there's a doorbell, they miss the doorbell, or they start complaining we are getting ringing sounds in the ear. So these are all the first indications that there may be a little hearing problem that is developing.
What are the most common myths about deafness and how can we break them?
Okay, I think the first and most important thing we must remember that people who are deaf are hearing impaired. They are not dumb. क्योंकि बहुत जगह ऐसा लगता है अरे वो तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है, वो बहरा है. So these are intelligent people, but just because they have not been able to get the sound across into their system, they are not able to respond. So they are certainly not dumb in any which ways. That's the first thing that I must clarify. The second and very important thing is that hearing aids are only meant for elderly. Well, we have children who can have a hearing loss which we cannot treat with medicines or surgery, and they may also need a hearing aid. And another very common myth is that hearing aids cure the problem. No, they are only amplifying the sound and presenting it to the ear. So whatever is the primary problem, that is something that we need to attend to.
With treatments like hearing aids and cochlear implants available, how can we make hearing care more affordable and accessible in India, because these aids and other technologies are very expensive?
Yeah, I agree, because in the good old days we had these analog hearing aids which were relatively much more economical, but they were not that effective. And with the coming up of digital technology, the digital hearing aids are definitely more expensive. But they are available at various hospitals run by the government, at various clinics at fairly concessional rates. So our population can avail of that. Yes, of course, if the patient has a hearing loss which is so much that even the hearing aids don't benefit, then these patients need cochlear implants. So cochlear implants, of course, are expensive, but once again, there are lots of organizations, NGOs that are providing through the philanthropic activity cochlear implants particularly for small children. And probably 90% of our children who are operated for cochlear implants are coming through some kinds of donation or financial help.
How do you see new technologies like digital hearing aids, apps, or AI changing the future of hearing health?
Yes, digital technology has changed the whole scenario in many fields, so also in hearing aids. So with AI coming in, digital technology, today you can make the entire hearing experience completely tailor-made for a particular patient. So they can adapt the background sounds depending upon what the patient is hearing. They can increase or decrease the volumes situationally depending upon where the patient is. So these technologies are definitely going to get better and better and make the whole hearing experience for a hearing impaired patient much better and much more fruitful.
Sir, what message would you like to share with people about supporting the deaf?
In our country, or for that matter all across the world, hearing impairment is not looked at with the same kind of sympathy or help as in blindness. So we must remember that these patients are hearing impaired, if they are given the right opportunity with better hearing, they can also function just like any other normal individual. So let us be sympathetic towards our patients who have deafness as a problem.